In this lecture, we will look at the attribution in Google Analytics. So before we dive into attribution, let's take a look at customer's journey or a user's journey on your site. A customer generally uses various sources during his or her journey to conversion on your site. Let's take an example of a customer who bought some stuff from you today. 30 days ago, the user found your site through Google search ad. That was their first visit. Then 7 days ago, user again came to your site via clicking on a social link. And that's when the user registered. And then user never showed up. Few hours ago, the user got an email from you. This was her third visit. She came back to the site and added the product to cart. Finally, she came directly to your site and made a purchase. So there are 4 visits and 4 different channels that the user interacted with. In this scenario, which channel or channels should get the credit for the conversion? And that is what the attribution model solves. Attribution model is a set of rules that determine how credit for sales and conversions is assigned to various sources in the conversion path. In this case, user interacted with 4 channels: paid search on Google, social, email, and direct. Google provides various attribution models to help you solve this problem. These models are last interaction, last non-direct click, last Google ad click, first interaction, linear attribution, time decay, position based, and custom that you can create on your own. In the last interaction model, all of the credit for conversion goes to the last channel that user came through. In our example, that'll be the direct channel. In the last non-direct click model, all of the credit goes to the channel closer to the sale, which is not direct. In our case, that'll be email. In the last Google Ads model, all the credit goes to the last ad on Google that the user interacted with. All the other channels are ignored. In the first interaction model, the first touch point, the first channel that brought the customer to your website receives 100% of the credit. In our example, that's the paid ad on Google. In the linear attribution model, each touch point in customer's journey to the conversion receives equal credit. So in our example, there are 4 touch points. Each of them is going to receive 25% of credit for the conversion or the sale. In time decay model, the touch points closest in time to the sale or conversion get most of the credit. So email and direct in our example, which occurred on the same day, will get equal credit and most of the credit, while social and paid Google ads will get smaller and smaller credit. In position-based model, 40% of the credit is assigned to the first interaction and 40% of the credit is assigned to the last interaction. Rest 20% is divided among all the other interactions in the middle. In our example, 40% credit is given to paid ad on Google and 40% is assigned to the direct. Rest 20% is equally divided among the other 2 channels, so they each get 10%. Google Analytics provides model comparison tool for you to compare different models and see how they impact the valuation of your marketing channels. Model comparison tool is available under attribution in conversions section. In model comparison tool, you can compare up to 3 models side by side. So by default, you're seeing last interaction. Click on select a model to pick another model that you want to compare with. And pick the third one as well. Now you have all these three models in the view here: last interaction, first interaction, and linear. And you can see how they value different channels. The look back window by default is 30 days. The look back window is number of days prior to conversion. So if a channel was interacted with 31 days ago, it won't factor in when you use 30-day look back window. By default, the look back window is 30 days, but you can change it up to 90 days. Any channels that were used by the users within past 90 days will be included for comparison. In addition to the predefined attribution models, Google Analytics also provides you an option to create custom attribution models. You can create up to 10 custom models. In order to create a custom model, click on the model selection drop-down and scroll down to create new custom model. In this model, you have to provide a name, pick the baseline model that you want to modify. Once you pick that model, you can change the look back window, you can adjust credit based on user engagement, and also apply some custom credit rules. Once you're done, save and apply. Now your custom model will be available for you to use.